blood.
You have proof?
Shut up, you fool.
You shut up.
What's up, Vault Dwellers? Dan here. So here's something wild. A streaming service called The B Stream. They reached out and asked if I wanted to dig through their catalog. And they knew what they were getting into. They handed me a list of movies, a discount code for you all, and basically said just go nuts. Dangerous move on their part. So look, I've been watching weird movies since I was a kid with a stack of unlabeled VHS tapes, and the B Stream, they totally get it. They're not pretending these are Oscar contenders. They're celebrating the beautiful chaos of B cinema in all its questionable glory. Each movie here has a QR code so you can watch the trailer, assuming you're brave enough. All right, let's check out what they threw at me. Hey, do you know a friend who tells stories and like halfway through you realize they have no idea what the hell is going on? Well, that's the China Salesman. It's got Mike Tyson in it. It's got Steven Seagal in it. And neither one looks like they have any friggin' clue why they're even there. The plot's supposedly about a telecom deal in Africa, but it keeps just like veering into mercenary battles, corporate espionage, and philosophy rants that just come out of nowhere.
The Mandulu kingdom used to be warriors who could hold their drinks.
And the alcohol prohibition is forced on you by this country.
I do not drink.
And here's what kills me. Seagal, he like sits for 90% of the screen time. Yeah, I mean like he just sits there like he negotiated a chair into his contract. And then there's Tyson, who's yelling about honor and destiny, just, you know, in between punching people. The editing, it jumps around like someone's flipping channels during a thunderstorm. It costs serious money to make this film, which, I mean, somehow makes it even weirder. This is what happens when you throw cash at chaos and film just whatever lands. The B Stream loves this stuff, and honestly, and so do I.
It's time for him to get some fresh air.
You will be punished, Michael! You will be punished!
You'll never be rid of me.
This gem is made by Jim Wynorski, and if you know Wynorski, you already know what you're in for. Essentially, this guy's been cranking out low-budget genre flicks since the early 80s, and The Sorceress, it's just peak mid-90s erotic supernatural thriller energy.
What are you doing?
What do you think? I've been wanting to do this all day, haven't you?
You nuts?
It's basically about women who get into witchcraft for revenge. There's some curses, there's a few hexes, and there's so much candlelight and nudity, you're not really sure if they got their costumes at Spirit Halloween or Adam and Eve. Every scene feels like a soap opera where someone remembered to add magic spells at just the last second. characters, they deliver their lines like they're on a stage play about being dramatic. And Wynorski, he's really completely committed to this one. There was no winking at the camera, no apologies. He's making the sexiest witch revenge movie he could with the budget of a used Camry. And he just takes this thing seriously. That confidence, it's what makes this movie work. This is intentional trash executed with style.
Back her up instead?
Yep.
$50 says she never gets his evidence to stand up in court.
Funny, but you're on.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Like watching? Just for 1 second, will you shut your trap? You're really in a mood today. Keep it up. You know, you're gonna put me in a mood.
Brides of Satan knows exactly what it is. So you have satanic strippers who kidnap a couple, neon lights like everywhere, grindhouse sleaze cranked up to like 11-teen. And your mom, if she sees the poster to this film, you're going to be grounded till college. It's got that modern throwback vibe where filmmakers, they clearly grew up watching exploitation flicks, and they wanted to make one of their own. What makes it fun is that just everyone is into it. The villain performances, they're just committed. I mean, like really committed. They're not phoning it in. And the pacing moves super fast because they know you're here for the chaos, not the character development. You can actually feel the crew having a blast, making something deliberately outrageous on close to no budget. This is exploitation cinema that just remembers exploitation, it's supposed to be fun. Hey, I gotta take a quick break because I want to talk about the B Stream for a second. They're the ones providing all these movies, and their whole catalog is like crazy horror, sci-fi, cult classics, a bunch of action trash, and just the weird stuff that made video stores great back when video stores existed. And they hooked you all up with a 50% off subscription plan to any plan you want to choose. You just have to use the RETROVAULT code at checkout. So hey, go browse everything at the B Stream's catalog. You can stream this on your phone, your computer, your television, and even your weird 16mm theater that you have hidden in the basement that nobody knows about. All right, let's get back to the madness. We have 7 more to go.
The drums of war beat loudly. Let the LARP begin!
Push the ass ready, pass!
The Baron throws caution to the wind.
All right, let's talk about Lloyd the Conqueror. And it's about these college kids who need some extra credit, so they join a LARP battle. And if you're not nerdy enough to know what that means, LARP is live action role play. It's awesome. And that's the whole setup for this thing. You got foam swords, some makeshift armor, and dudes in parks taking fantasy role play just way too seriously. It's dorky as hell, and the movie knows it. But here's why this thing works. It's not making fun of these people. The movie actually just loves LARP culture. The humor comes from celebrating the absurdity, not mocking it. And some of the battle sequences, I mean, they actually go pretty hard. I mean, like way harder than they needed to.
Well, then avenge me!
No, wait! Avenge me first!
I'm a berserker barbarian dwarf warrior!
Somebody on this production clearly LARPed themselves, and they wanted to show it could be cinematic. I mean, this thing's really just comfort food, you know, scrappy and goofy, and just completely unpretentious. This is the kind of movie you throw on when you want something that makes you smile without trying to be smarter than it is. This is a perfect fit for this channel.
Okay, just imagine some dirty pervert is about to soil your flower, okay? He's got his filthy hands all over you, and the only way you can stop him is to crush his windpipe.
The Bar, it's a love letter to the 1980s Halloween horror. And I mean that literally. You have two kids who break some local Halloween rules, which unleashes three monsters straight out of the kids' nightmares circa 1985. You got rubber masks, practical gore, a whole bunch of synth music. I mean, it's the whole package here. This movie like worships the 80s slasher aesthetic. You have your matte lighting that looks like a Halloween night, corn syrup blood by the gallon, creatures that look like they walked off Fangoria covers that my parents would never let me buy. Does the plot make perfect sense? Who really gives a shit? It's not trying to reinvent anything. It's trying to recapture that VHS magic, and it just nails it. You watch this and remember why we love these movies in the first place. Pure atmosphere, practical effects, and a simple premise executed with heart. Really? That's just all you need.
I actually think I might start going back to church on Sunday.
All right, so the original Samurai Cop is just this legendary, terrible action movie from the early 90s. I mean, we're talking bad acting, insane dialogue, and a mullet that changes style like between scenes. It's just unintentional comedy gold. And then, 25 years later, they made a sequel, and it knows it's ridiculous and just leans into the madness.
It will be I that kills you.
Somehow they got the original cast back, but there are some new people that show up in this one. The fight choreography just defies physics in ways that, that it feels deliberate now. The plot still makes zero sense. That's obviously the point here. Everyone's acting like they're just in completely different movies, and somehow it just creates this beautiful disaster. I mean, there are moments that feel like someone watched just too much anime and said, we could totally do that with $200 and a parking lot.
I see miracles, elements you ever witness. I see the act of love and hate, which both is...
And they tried. God bless these people, they tried. And if you're still with me at this point, why don't you go hit that like button? It tells YouTube our taste in movies, it's the correct taste to have. Really.
Boyfriend?
No.
Relation?
No.
Well, how do you explain it?
She's been through a lot. It's turning into an interrogation.
It would never happen again, Professor. You made us a promise.
I'm sorry, Sabrine. We need to do a short demonstration. I wouldn't do it if it weren't needed.
Professor, you don't need to do this for me to understand.
Stranger Minds, a modern indie sci-fi ripoff that completely swings for the fences. It's about a hypnotist who investigates three young women with telekinetic powers connected to Chernobyl. You get some glowing eyes, psychic visions, reality-bending sequences, and dialogue that occasionally sounds like someone's philosophy term paper.
You can do what is needed, Katya. Tell the wolf to go away now. Tell it not to come back.
All right, look, this it's messy. It doesn't always land, but there's like this real ambition here, right? The cinematography has these moments where, it snaps into this dreamy, hypnotic visual style that actually looks, shall I say, stunning? Like David Lynch made a music video out of micro-budget stunning. The story gets weirder in ways that feel intentional, not accidental. I'll take ambitious weirdness over safe mediocrity any day of the week. And this movie tries. It reaches for something bigger than its budget, even when it stumbles. But you will respect the effort. And that's the kind of stuff the B-Stream curates. Movies with personality, even if they're rough around the edges.
Is something the matter, Colonel? Do you want to kill us? We are too powerful, though.
Believe me, you really don't want Grandpa to come pick us up right now. Mom said Grandpa was in the barn for so long that he went insane. You and Pritick have not been to the country.
All right, get ready for this Estonian stop-motion film about an old man, his cow, and this milk harvesting machine that just spirals into disaster. And I'm not even kidding. That's the plot. It's about a cow-based catastrophe road trip.
We're doing important work here, guys.
Yes, yes.
Of course, work is important. Let's finish this gig together.
The animation is handmade and gorgeous in this grotesque, unsettling way. Try to imagine like Wallace and Gromit, but directed by the Ren and Stimpy team during the full moon. This shit gets weird, like body horror weird, like surreal nightmare weird. But beneath all this chaos, there's this oddly sweet story about stubbornness and companionship. You know, this is the moment in a deep dive where you realize these people they really get it. This film shows you the strange and beautiful stuff you just never would find otherwise. It's an international animation about cow disasters. That's 5-star taste right there.
Don't be afraid of new things. We have become a perfect symbiosis of man and cow. Huh? Ooh, huh? This is perfect harmony.
Sir, could you give us some information?
No, just leave! Everybody leave! Please! Get out of here! Get away from this place!
The Grand Tour, which is sometimes called Timescape, it's one of those movies that's just gonna sneak up on you. It's a time-traveling mystery where a small town starts experiencing temporal glitches. You know, past and present, they just start bleeding together. Mysterious strangers show up, and then this thing gets like really eerie. This movie, it's gonna surprise you because it's actually good. Like, really good. It's low budget, sure, but it's super smart and atmospheric.
This guy is tougher than he looks. Don't help. Whatever you do, don't help him.
How come we can both be in the same place at the same
Fuck
time?
the physics, Ben! By the time you figure out whether it's possible or not, we're gonna be dead. Twice! So let's get...
The performances, they're just way better than they need to be for an obscure early 90s sci-fi thriller. It kind of feels like a great Twilight Zone episode that expanded to feature length without losing what made it work. You go in, you're expecting like B-movie jank, but you get this tightly constructed piece of genre storytelling instead. Calling this a hidden gem doesn't even cover it. This is the kind of discovery that reminds you why digging through weird catalogs is so worth it. Of course, this is the number one. I mean, what else could it be? It's about a priest who gets dinosaur powers after a trip to China. Now I want to go to China. And then he transforms into a guy in a rubber T-Rex costume just to fight some ninjas. Well, when he falls for a sex worker who's got this heart of gold, there's a drug cartel run by religious extremists. Even at one point, the movie couldn't afford an explosion effect, so they just put text on the screen that says, VFX, car explosion. It's classic. This is intentionally bad filmmaking, elevated to art. Every choice is just perfectly wrong in exactly the right way. The line delivery, the effects, the plot, it's just all calibrated to be ridiculous while somehow staying coherent enough to follow.
Adeline! Adeline!
James!
Adeline!
James!
Adeline!
James! James!
When you watch a priest shout, "I'm a man of the cloth," before ripping someone's arm off as a dinosaur, you realize this is cinema. VelociPastor understands something important. Making a bad movie on purpose, it's actually kind of hard. You need timing, commitment, and self-awareness. This movie nails it. It's like the Mona Lisa of deliberate trash. It's an absolute masterpiece of the genre.
Time to think. I didn't even have time to put my shoes on. I found myself.
Some of these movies may be rough. I mean, even some might punch above their weight. But all of them, they have that spark of unfiltered creativity that got squeezed out of mainstream cinema years ago. And that's worth celebrating. Hey, you know what? Go ahead to the B Stream and go explore it for yourself. When you use the RETROVAULT code, you get 50% off any plan of your choice. Go support weird movies. Support the weird filmmakers. And support services that actually give a damn about this stuff. And you know what? Keep it weird, folks.
It feels... Yes. Feels a little hot in here. Yes.
Anyways, Chris is looking for you and he's super pissed. How'd you even get this thing on?